And the opposition fighters in Syria might be getting help from a different source in the form of training from the U.S. private security firm formerly known as the notorious Blackwater Group. Security circles reportedly confirmed the information, which was released earlier by Wikileaks, that the company is sending mercenaries from Iraq into Syria. Let's now discuss this with Christoph R. Hörstel, who's a government and business consultant. He joins us live from Germany. Mr. Hörstel, so what exactly will these mercenaries be doing in Syria?
According to my sources in Syria, the obvious task is doing targeted killings, doing terrorist attacks, and then also engaging in shootouts with security personnel or interfering in peaceful demonstrations. So we have all kinds of activities as in the past, but this time it seems, as they say, that this is Ex services furnishing the mercenaries themselves.
Now, if all the speculation is true, what is the U.S. government's role in all of this?
We can say very clearly, and there's ample proof of it, that without the United States of America, any interference in Syria would not have been possible. It is very clear that neither Qatar, nor Saudi Arabia, nor France, nor Britain, nor Turkey would dare doing anything in Syria without a very clear-cut green light, okay, or go from Washington.
Now, Kofi Annan's peace plan implies that all sides must lay down arms, yet we have these reports of possible combat training for opposition fighters. Doesn't this really contradict the UN-brokered peace efforts?
Yes, in fact, it annihilates all these peace efforts. We have a clear-cut double situation. One situation is that honest Syrians feel oppressed by the Assad government and then take up arms from themselves. That's one story. And for them only, any UN-brokered peace plan and any Kofi Annan planning may be applying. But for the others, like mercenaries of Ex services or of anybody, or paid as in the last, enemies conference of Syria in Istanbul, they said we are going to pay them. Well, we know this was a joke. They have been paying these mercenaries all the time. So for those people, of course, there's the right to self-defense of the Syrian government in support of the peace for the Syrian people. So that is a very clear-cut violation of any peace effort in Syria, that mercenaries are being sent there. And that means it is vital now that there will be accusations in the Security Council of the United Nations against the US and all their supporters in this Syrian war under the table, as I will call it.
Now, what about the international community? How can we expect them to act to preserve the already fragile ceasefire?
Now, in fact, the international community has the duty, according to all international right and the UN Charter, to defend the sovereignty and the peace of Syria. And that means they would have to oppose policies projected by the US, by France, Great Britain, Turkey, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia, and others who might interfere there. I understand that also Germany is involved with secret services personnel on the ground. So this cannot continue this way. We cannot allow a group of countries, even if it's NATO and I'm a NATO citizen, to plunge peaceful nations into war. Even if we are criticizing Assad's government and the style of it, of course there was torture, there were prisons, there were killings, yes. But this is not a reason to stage an international war little by little.
All right. Christoph R. Hörstel, Managing Director of Hörstel Networks, live from Germany. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Karen.